as the annual 9/11 ceremonies took place at the World Trade Center in New York City. Just a few blocks away, a display was set up by those who want a new investigation of the 2001 attacks. Many of those who attended the ceremonies stopped by and listened with interest to what the growing 9/11 truth movement had to say, showing very little hostility. On the Upper West Side of Manhattan, hundreds of people gathered in a church to say that 14 years later, they still want answers about what happened on September 11th, 2001. The crowd had assembled to hear a presentation and film made by firefighters and 9/11 rescue workers. Eric Lawyer, a firefighter from Seattle, came to New York in 2001, volunteering to help victims of the attack.
And we supported by going to funerals and helping however we could, and we were at Ground Zero when they discovered pieces of firefighters, and would just honor them as they pulled them out.
Eric says his basic knowledge of standard fire procedure revealed to him that some kind of cover-up was taking place.
And then I went to the Fire Investigation Manual, which is the national standards for fire investigations, which should have been followed on all 3 buildings, and it wasn't. And I was shocked when I got into that how clear it was that we should have been testing for explosives on this, based on the damage and all the witness testimony of explosions and all the audio recordings of explosions.
Engineer Richard Gage says that for the sake of the victims and their families, the truth must be discovered.
The truth is needed for the healing of 9/11. We don't sweep under the rug what really happened. We don't sweep because it's painful to look at the truth. We don't avoid it. It takes courage to stand and to look at the truth.
Opinion polls show that around the world, and even within the United States, many millions of people think the U.S. government has extensively lied about the September 11th attacks. However, the topic remains largely off limits for mainstream U.S. media. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.